The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
All right, let's dive into this Mexico beach vacation you're dreaming up.
You're really going for it with this research, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds like you want a little bit of everything, relaxation, some cultural exploration, and definitely something beyond those, typical tourist traps.
Absolutely.
Which, honestly, who needs another one of those, right?
Totally. And what's so great about Mexico is it really does cater to every type of traveler.
Right.
Like I was looking through your research and you mentioned both the Pacific and the Caribbean coasts, and they're completely different vibes.
Oh, yeah.
The Pacific has this raw, untamed beauty. You've got dramatic cliffs, those waves crashing on the shore, perfect if you want to try surfing in Sayulita, maybe do some whale watching in Baja.
Ooh, Baja, yeah.
And then on the flip side, you have that classic Caribbean postcard scene. Those turquoise waters, the white sand beaches, snorkeling, diving, or just like completely chilling out, soaking up the sun.
It's amazing how you can have those two completely different experiences in the same country.
I know, right?
And I'm also seeing some notes here about ancient ruins.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's got a little bit of that Indiana Jones spirit.
You know it. Mexico has such a rich history. You can find Mayan ruins scattered all over the country.
Which actually reminds me, I know safety is always a consideration when you're traveling.
Of course.
But I think it's important to remember that Mexico have so many destinations that are incredibly safe and super tourist friendly.
For sure. Absolutely.
Okay, so we've got stunning coastlines, ancient history, just waiting to be discovered. I mean, where do we even start narrowing it down?
Well, that's where it gets really important to pinpoint exactly what you're looking for. Do you want that high energy, vibrant nightlife scene?
Yeah.
Cancun and the Riviera Maya would be perfect for that.
Makes sense.
But if you're picturing yourself waking up to the sound of the waves, exploring those ancient temples, maybe even fitting in some yoga on the beach,
Okay, yeah, I'm getting a better picture now.
then Tulum might be more your speed.
You know what? I was actually just looking at your research on Tulum, and I came across this place, the Azulik Resort.
Oh, yeah.
They have those insane treehouse villas that are basically built right into nature. And some of them even have their own private plunge pools.
Talk about luxury.
Right.
But that's what I love about Mexico. It's got that perfect blend of those high-end, luxurious experiences with those authentic cultural encounters.
Definitely. And speaking of authentic cultural experiences, we can't forget about the food. You mentioned in your research wanting to go beyond the usual, touristy stuff.
Of course.
So I'm talking really diving headfirst into the real deal.
Love it.
I actually had this incredible mole dish when I was in Oaxaca.
Oh, nice.
It had a million different ingredients. It had been simmered for hours. Honestly, it was life-changing.
Wow.
I'm not even exaggerating.
Oh.
So good.
And that's a perfect example of how amazing Mexican cuisine is. It's so much more than just tacos and tequila.
Oh, for sure. Although those are both amazing too, don't get me wrong.
Oh, absolutely. But each part of Mexico has its own unique flavors, its own culinary traditions that have been passed down for generations.
So how can someone really tap into that authentic side of Mexican cuisine besides, just eating everything in sight?
I'm glad you asked, because I saw you were interested in learning how to make tortillas from scratch.
Oh, yeah.
Have you thought about doing a cooking class?
Ooh.
They have some amazing ones in Oaxaca, like at the Casa de los Sabores cooking school. You can learn how to make mole from scratch, hand-press tortillas, even go to the local markets to pick out ingredients.
Right, now I'm seriously getting hungry.
Yeah.
So to wrap things up, we talked about Mexico's incredible landscapes, that rich history and culture, and of course, that amazing, amazing food. What's the one thing you want someone to take away from all this as they plan their dream trip?
Honestly, I think the most important thing is to be open to the unexpected. Don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. Go beyond the resorts. Embrace the local culture. Try something new. You never know. You might stumble upon some hidden gem, have some incredible experience that completely changes how you see the world.
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.